Been busy?
Yeah, well, on Boxing Day, Stephen's birthday. It was pretty miserable for him last year.
For you too?
Yeah. So I'm going to try and make it up to him. What you got for me then?
Not quite what you wanted. Look, there's no easy way of telling you this, but it looks like Holland's strictly legit.
What?
He started out by making some pretty good share deals.
And then?
He got serious. He worked the money markets and it looks like he won.
Can I talk to you a minute?
Yep.
It's about Christmas.
What about it?
Well, if it's all right by you, I'd really like to be here when they open their presents.
Yeah, OK.
Oh, thanks.
But not on Boxing Day.
What?
It's not convenient.
But it's Stephen's birthday. I've just told him.
You should have checked with me first.
I'm only thinking of him. I've got him some presents.
Yeah, with someone else's money.
It doesn't matter who paid for them.
Don't think you can buy your way back into their affections.
I don't have to. I'm still their mother. Remember?
Ian, shall I read another of those cracker limericks?
No, I mean, what with them and the burning ferry? I think getting things cheap off the market ain't such a good idea.
Except for fruit and veg, that is.
I'll read it.
Yeah, go on.
There was a young man from Beale. What?
Right, well, I think we'd best be going. Come on, Martin. Everyone here?
He thinks it's good for the kids.
What does that mean?
Just that.
They were fine when they were with me.
They're fine now.
What would you know about it?
I'm with them all day, every day.
You don't know anything about my kids.
Of course, you're the expert, which is why you ended up kidnapping them and leaving the country.
If I thought for 1 minute I would lose my kids, do you think I'd have done what I did? Can you imagine what it was like leaving Lucy behind? Every night I woke up thinking I could hear her crying. Every night. And now I'm fighting for them again. Fighting because I want to be with them. They are all my children, all 3 of them. And if I don't get them back, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I'm sorry. I didn't think.
Why should you? You work for him. You believe everything he tells you.
No, I don't.
The only thing I care about is getting my kids back. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I don't care if I have to live in a caravan. I just... You know what Ian's like. He'll probably take it off me next visit.
Yeah, he's like that with my wages.
You're over your time.
It's my fault my watch stopped.
Bye.
Don't let it happen again. What was she saying about me?
Nothing.
Yes, she was.
She wasn't. She was saying how she'd messed up her life.
Don't you believe it? She is one devious bitch.
She seemed really upset to me.
What do you know? I've had years of it. She would watch you dying in a gutter if it got her what she wanted. Don't be taken in by her. I'm warning you. Where are you up to?
Just go up the road.
Yeah, we're hopping. I'll give you a lift.
Oh, no, I can't. Pat's covering for me. Maybe I should leave it.
All right, for sure.
I see Cindy's come for a visit.
What, already? What's she playing at?
Well, Mary's there, isn't she?
That's not the point. We agreed times. She should stick to them.
Well, why don't you nip off home? Check everything's okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
I'm not saying everything's wrong, just if you feel uneasy.
I know what it is. It's finally hit home, hasn't it? This could be her last visit for quite a while. What?
Nothing.
You're not feeling sorry for her?
Of course not. For what she did, she deserves it. It's just well, she is their mother, isn't she?
I know.
Busy day in Toyland.
Do you want to come sit next to Mummy?
Was looking forward to
Made some coffee. They're enjoying the video.
Never meant for them to watch it now. Every time I come over, it's like I have to win them over again.
You know, whenever my dad came back, I was always glad to see him, but I never showed it. Too much hurt there.
Thanks.
Gotta be careful. Don't want our Lord and Master to catch me with my feet up.
Giving you a hard time, is he? He's got this way about him, hasn't he? You're not allowed to have fun without feeling guilty about it. Oh, you must hate it here.
That's a job, and I love the kids. Sorry.
It's all right. I just miss them so much.
I know what you mean about Ian not having a sense of fun. Last night I was at a New Year's party. He had me leaving at 1:05 midnight. Felt like Cinderella.
There's only 2 things that get Ian going. Ringing up a cash deal and slapping batter on wet fish. Oh, can I have some of that?
Yeah, why not? I'm sure Ian won't notice. Is that why you left him?
That and 600 other reasons.
You stuck it out a long time.
Yeah, well, I had to. It was the kids. In the end, I was just miserable. Had a few, affairs to keep my sanity. Shocked?
I have lived, you know.
What, a little thing like you?
Back home, fell for the wrong man. Creep didn't tell me he was married. You shocked now?
No, I'm not the sort of person to go all moral on other people. Live and let live, that's what I say.
Me too.
Come on, let's drink to that.
Oh, I'm on duty.
What was he going to do, breathalyse you?
You never know. I'll go on there just a touch.
Live dangerously, that's what I say.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
What's going on? Is this what you call coming to visit your kids? Getting blind drunk and paying them no attention? And you, that brandy is coming straight out of your wages.
She was...
Go. I'm not interested in anything you've got to say. Just get out. Go.
Taking a nap?
Where's Cindy?
What do you mean?
Just checking she hasn't sneaked back. What were you two laughing about? Well, come on, you're having a whale of a time. About me, was it? You think you've made a friend there, don't you?
I don't know why you make out she's so bad.
Make out?
She seemed all right to me.
You don't know anything about her.
Well, maybe she's changed.
You've been here 2 minutes, and you're trying to tell me about my own wife. I mean, what did she say to you?
Nothing, we were just talking. I thought she was being really nice.
And you think she was genuine? Well, let me tell you something. The only reason my wife is ever nice is when she's after something.
Like I said, we were just talking.
You don't know the half of it. And you won't hear it from her. I mean, oh no. Far easier to paint me as the villain. Never mind what she's done to her own family. Do you know the agony that woman has put me through? And those kids, those poor kids, we have been to hell and back because of her.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
Hello? What? Anything you've got to say, you can say to my lawyer. I'm not interested. All right, 6 o'clock. By the post office in George Street. Well, because I said so. We either meet at that very spot, or we don't meet at all. How does it feel? You're now standing on the very spot on which I should have been killed.
Ian.
Yeah, I can understand that sometimes you forget. Get carried away with the idea that somehow you're innocent. Well, this is to remind you. You deserve everything that's coming to you.
Can we go now, please?
Can't stomach it. Neither can I.
Look, why won't you believe me? This isn't about me. It's about the kids. Why are you doing this to them?
Save your breath. You're going to pay for what you did, and I'm going to stand in that court and I'm going to savour every minute of it.
I can't understand why you want to hurt your own flesh and blood.
The only person that's going to get hurt is you, and you know that.
Please, Ian, I am begging you. All you've got to do is say that you lied. Say I never took the children away. You gave me permission. Ian, think of the money.
Don't insult me.
Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I understand you want to be in control, have things your own way. Fine. But I just want to see my children, be with them. I will do anything. Those children need me.
They've got their father.
Oh, yes, for how long? All you're doing is destroying them, driving them away. Whatever you think of me, Ian, they love me. I'm their mother. Those children are going to grow up and know what you've done. And when the time comes, they're going to hate every selfish bone in your body. Ian, just think what you're doing.
See you in court.
Yes, I see. Well, we can come over immediately if you like. Yeah, how about 11 o'clock? Yeah, all right, good. See you then. Bye.
Did Hogan say what this barrister thinks our chances are?
Soon find out. Don't look like that. We're going to win.
No, all quiet. He's been out for the paper and that's about it.
All right, well, let me know immediately anything happens. All right, cheers. Annie!
Hi.
How's it going?
I think you should get a good turnout.
Well, it's tomorrow we really need them.
Don't worry, I'm working on it. Excuse me.
Hello? Johnny, hi. Yeah, 1 o'clock should be fine. I'll just have to check my diary and make sure. I'll get back to you, Johnny. Bye.
Look at this lot. I mean, we've got to keep the pressure up right until the meeting. Otherwise, this hostel could still happen.
I don't know, Ian. You see, Laura's still not well.
Pat, all I'm asking for is one final push. We're up against a real threat here.
OK.
Look, try and get everyone who signs it to come along to the town hall tomorrow morning, OK?
Yeah, well...
I can't count on your support, can't I?
Aren't you forgetting something? The court hearing? Shouldn't you be worrying more about that than about this hostel business?
I've got all that under control.
Have you? Are you sure? Because if I was you, I wouldn't be wasting my energy on this. I'd be watching my back in case Cindy was one step ahead of me.
Do you want this job or don't you?
Nick, please, will you just let him finish, eh?
I can't represent her on a not guilty plea when she has told me herself she's guilty.
Please, I'll go to jail.
I still maintain that you should change your plea to one of guilty.
You're kidding.
And I'd argue that you had mitigating circumstances.
Which I did.
And then what?
Well, assuming a sympathetic hearing.
I said, and then what? What happens to her?
Well, we can hope for the lowest possible sentence.
No, I'm paying you so she doesn't get any kind of sentence.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm simply not happy with...
Oh, you're not happy. Which means that you won't do a good job.
Nick,
so,
for heaven's
so
sake.
I don't want you handling this case.
What?
You heard you're fired.
Why'd you have to go and sack him? What am I going to do now?
When I hire a barrister, I expect to get what I paid for.
There is the question of professional ethics.
I paid him to do a job. If I wanted a priest, I'd go to church.
Will you just shut up? I could go to prison, and all you can do is sack the one person that might be able to help me.
We can get another barrister. You can find someone else, can't you?
I expect so.
Good. Then do it. Come on, Cindy, let's go.
Mary, don't forget, don't let the kids out of your sight, not even for a second.
I know.
And be careful if anyone you don't know starts talking to you.
Yeah, okay.
You're not taking this seriously, are you?
Well, nothing's likely to happen, really, is it?
I'm joking. Where Cindy's concerned, anything could happen.
He'll find us someone better, I'm sure he will.
Oh, yeah, and what if he doesn't?
Will you stop looking for trouble? Everything's going to work out the way we want.
Oh, it's all right for you to say that. You're not the one who's going down, are you?
When have they ever sent a woman to prison for something like that?
Oh, so you're the legal expert now, are you?
No, all I'm trying to say
It's
is
rubbish. If you were capable of keeping your big mouth shut occasionally, I'd still have a barrister. We wouldn't be in this mess.
Ian, Roz, they're back, and they don't look too happy. At each other's throats, if you ask me. Maybe the meeting didn't go too well.
We still had a brief. We might be able to do something about that.
She's still there.
Of course she is. This is Ian's style. He never gives up. She's just sitting there watching everything we do and reporting back to him.
Yeah, well, not for much longer, she's not.
Yeah? And how are you going to shift her?
When you get the children back is
Oh,
what I
don't
meant.
say that.
Why not?
Because it's bad luck. There's too many things that could still go wrong.
You keep thinking like that, you'll make things go wrong.
So it's all my fault now, is it?
No, I didn't say that. Oh, come on, Cindy. Please, let's not fall out. I know you're going through hell, but... What now? Hello? Yeah, speaking. What? No, I definitely did not. Yes, of course, I'm sure. Yeah. All right, well, thanks for letting me know. Yep. This has just gone too far.
Nick, what's going on? Where are you going?
I'm not sure. All I know is... Uh-oh. Ian, I've got to go.
Roz, are you there? Roz, answer me.
Oh, yeah, you busy? What's happened?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I want you out of here.
Excuse me, I can park my car wherever I like.
I'm sick of you watching us. I've just had a phone call from my bank. Now, you can tell Mr. Beale, banks don't give out information on their clients' accounts quite so easily.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Phoning up and pretending to be from another branch, that is fraud. Now, I'm going to walk back and look round. And when I do, I don't want to see you here anymore. Do you understand? Come on. I said, get out of here.
Oh, Ian, can I call you back?
Now do you see what he's like? You see the lengths he'll go to?
He's an idiot.
Who are you ringing?
A mutual friend, Mr. Beale.
Nick, don't. You don't know what he's like.
That's exactly what I intend to find out. Engaged. I'll try again in a minute.
Yeah, I see your problem, Roz. No, I'll call it a day. There's no point taking unnecessary risks. We know we've got to him. Yeah, check out the barrister, see what you can learn by all means, but be careful. Yeah, bye.
What's happening?
Hello? What?
What's going on?
I think it's time you and I met up properly for a little chat.
Well, that's a novel suggestion. Yeah, you got me intrigued. Yeah, OK then. Evening, yeah? Right, I'll see you then. Can't believe that's just happened.
Who was that?
Cindy's bloke.
What?
Wants to meet up for a chat. Should be interesting.
You've never agreed to it. You're crazy.
No, I'm winning.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I always know what I'm doing, don't I? I want to make you happy. And you never will be happy until you get your children back, will you?
You could be walking into a trap. This is the woman that tried to have you killed. Have you forgotten?
Far from it. I remember every time I see her. You should have seen her and Mary the other day.
What happened?
I came home and she was sitting there having a laugh with Mary. Mary obviously thought she was wonderful.
Well, I don't suppose Mary knows the whole story. Or does she? Well, if you like, I'll talk to her.
Oh, I'd appreciate it. I mean, maybe you could do it when I'm meeting this Nick
Oh,
character.
Ian, don't go, please.
It's a challenge.
One you don't have
Mum,
to accept.
I am going, and that's all there is to it.
Understand what I'm saying? She tried to have him killed.
Are you sure? I mean, Ian just didn't sort of misunderstand.
Yeah, probably that's what it was. Ian just misunderstood getting gunned down in the street.
What?
Mary, it was touch and go. He nearly died.
And you're telling me that Cindy...
Yes, hired a hitman.
But she seems so nice.
Well, she's not.
I mean, I knew about the David fella, but these things happen.
Yeah, that and all the time when Cindy's around. Did Ian tell you that she'd already done it once before? That she'd gone off with Simon, Davy's brother? Well, Stephen's his child.
You're wrecking my head.
Well, none of it's exactly done a lot for Ian's mental state, I can tell you. And when he comes home and finds you sitting in the kitchen with Cindy, laughing and joking like your best of
But,
mates...
Kathy, how was I supposed to know?
Yeah, I know.
He should have told me.
Yes, he should have. Listen, when Cindy was here, what did you talk about?
This and that.
Ian?
A bit.
And what did she say about him?
Just that he can be difficult. And he can be, you know.
Yeah, well, try to bear in mind what he's had to put up with.
Yeah, well... God, poor Ian. I'll have to be extra kind to him now, I know that.
Right, I was just on my way out.
You not stop me for a cuppa?
No, I've got things to do. Catch you later.
Something wrong?
No, nothing.
Good. Oh, Mary, about tonight.
Yeah, I'm going out about 6.
Sorry, you're not.
But you said...
Yeah, well, forget what I said. I've got a meeting, and the kids can stay up late and watch a video.
Yeah, but I've made plans.
Well, you'll have to unmake them.
Understand what I'm saying? She tried to have him killed.
Are you sure? I mean, Ian just didn't sort of misunderstand.
Yeah, probably that's what it was. Ian just misunderstood getting gunned down in the street.
What?
Mary, it was touch and go. He nearly died.
And you're telling me that Cindy...
Yes, hired a hitman.
But she seems so nice.
Well, she's not.
I mean, I knew about the David fella, but these things happen.
Yeah, that and all the time when Cindy's around. Did Ian tell you that she'd already done it once before? That she'd gone off with Simon, Davy's brother? Well, Stephen's his child.
You're wrecking my head.
Well, none of it's exactly done a lot for Ian's mental state, I can tell you. And when he comes home and finds you sitting in the kitchen with Cindy, laughing and joking like your best of
But,
mates...
Kathy, how was I supposed to know?
Yeah, I know.
He should have told me.
Yes, he should have. Listen, when Cindy was here, what did you talk about?
This and that.
Ian?
A bit.
And what did she say about him?
Just that he can be difficult. And he can be, you know.
Yeah, well, try to bear in mind what he's had to put up with.
Yeah, well... God, poor Ian. I'll have to be extra kind to him now, I know that.
Right, I was just on my way out.
You not stop me for a cuppa?
No, I've got things to do. Catch you later.
Something wrong?
No, nothing.
Good. Oh, Mary, about tonight.
Yeah, I'm going out about 6.
Sorry, you're not.
But you said...
Yeah, well, forget what I said. I've got a meeting, and the kids can stay up late and watch a video.
Yeah, but I've made plans.
Well, you'll have to unmake them.
Just getting what I deserve.
What?
I suppose I never loved him. I married him for security. Now he's going to get the kids and I'll probably end up going to jail.
I don't want you even thinking these thoughts.
Why? Because I made them come true.
Because we're going to win.
You're in.
See you then. Bye. He's found us a new barrister. If what Hogan says is true, your troubles are over. Now, go and get ready. We've got a busy morning ahead.
Up! You coming to the town hall?
I don't know, Ben's got a cold, there's no one to look after him.
Well, ask Mary. You've got to come, Mum. We need a show of strength.
Well, I'm sorry, Ian, but I can't.
What?
Well, I've been thinking maybe we ought to accept the hostel. I mean, it's going to happen anyway.
No, it's not going to necessarily happen. That's what this protest is all about.
I think we should just learn to live with it. I mean, they've got to have somewhere to go. And it's true, there's a lot worse people already living round here.
He's really got to you, hasn't he?
Excuse me?
He's drip of a vicar.
No, Ian. What really got to me last night was being used as a pawn in support of your case.
What are you talking about?
Anyone who's ever been raped? Yeah, that made me feel really terrific. Thank you, Ian.
Mum, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
No, that's the trouble. You never do.
Right, Mrs. Beale. You want to avoid going to prison?
That's the general idea, yes.
Well, from my reading of the notes, you seem to be guilty as hell. Which would, of course, mean that I'd have to advise you that your best option would be to plead guilty and throw yourself on the mercy of the court.
But I'm not guilty. I swear I'm not.
Doesn't matter whether you are or not. I'm a lateral thinker.
What?
I've thought of another approach we can take.
Go on.
We lay the blame firmly on Mr. Beale's doorstep.
Good so far.
I don't understand.
Mr. Beale and his solicitor put pressure on the police and the CPS. Mr. Beale himself informed the police as to your whereabouts. What does that suggest?
That he hates me?
More or less. That he's obsessed. That he's a jealous and bitter man.
Which he is.
And that his motivation is revenge. Basically, you plead not guilty, and I challenge the validity of this case being brought at all. That's the abusive process I mentioned. Meaning that the criminal law shouldn't be used as a jealous husband's weapon.
And will they buy that?
It's a gamble. As far as I know, it's never been tried in an abduction case. But if you're game, so am I.
And if we're not?
Well, to be honest, it doesn't look too good for you. Whereas this way, I can argue that it isn't in the interest of the Crown to prosecute. And make legal history to boot.
OK.
I'll have a large gin and lime, please.
We're waiting here for a couple of minutes, then come in, yeah?
Yeah, OK.
You just brought a couple of baseball bats along.
You definitely are hanging out with the wrong people.
Why did you really ask me to come here?
As I said, to try to get you not to go ahead with the court case. Because you won't win.
I'll win, all right.
If you say so.
I know why you're here. Cindy made you arrange to meet me.
Why would she do that?
Power games. She likes having two men fight over her.
I don't think so.
You don't know her like I do. You are just the latest in a long line of mugs.
What are we doing here? What? What's he playing at? I mean, it's not as if he wanted Cindy back, is it?
Well, I wouldn't have thought so, not after what she's done to him.
It's mad.
We know that.
Mind you.
What?
Well, he's never really got it together with her now since Cindy, has he?
So?
Some people are just special, aren't they? No matter what they do to you, or what you do to them.
Maybe.
I took her in when she was on her uppers. Simon had dumped her. She was grateful then, probably the same as she is with you now. But as soon as she felt secure again, she was off. This time with Simon's brother.
I know all this. Why are you telling me?
Because you may think you know her, but you don't. She'll say anything to get herself out of a tight spot.
Yeah?
But you can't believe anything she says. I mean, you probably believe the story she's been putting around about me being a wife beater.
No. No, she said that because she was in a state. If I believed it, it'd be part of our defence, wouldn't it?
One of these days you'll realise you're just another one of her victims, just like the rest of us.
Simon Wicks walked out on her, didn't he?
Yeah.
And so did his brother, didn't he?
Yes.
So you can hardly call them victims, can you? She was the one who got hurt.
Give it time, you'll find out.
Cindy was unfaithful to you because she was unhappy. Because she never loved you. Because she despised you. She doesn't feel that way about me. Why should she? I know how to make her happy. Give up. Go home.
What?
I said, Go home. You can't win, so there's no point in you being here. Go home. And take your equally brainless henchman with you.